Good morning and welcome to LU Life Church. This is your life host, the Reverend Dr. Donicia Palmer. So glad you could join me today. I'm not sure what type of week you've had. If it has been a difficult one, I pray today that the word will bring you some comfort and some cheer. Let's just take a moment for a deep, grateful breath that we are in this day, the 10th of the 10th, 2021. I want you to take another breath, and as you take that breath, really just sink into this day, into the love that is all around you, into the peace that is all around you. It might not seem peaceful for some people where they are at, but you can create that peace in a moment of gratitude. When you're in gratitude, there is peace, there is love, there is joy in gratitude. So as we take this deep, grateful breath together, put aside everything else and focus on that breath. Take it in. There you go. Bless you. The title today, Make It Happen. Before we jump in, there's a small chorus I would like us to sing together. It's a chorus you've heard many times. We're just going to change a few words to make it a reality. The words you knew before was, "This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine." We're going to change it today to, "This life of mine, I'll let it shine." Perhaps you've been hiding your talent, hiding your skills. Perhaps situations and circumstances have just caused you to be in the background. Well, today you can come full 360 degree and stand in the magnificence of your being, because your life matters. You came here to shine. And so today, join me and let our lights shine. Be a beacon. This life of mine, I let it shine. This life of mine, I let it shine. This life of mine, I let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Will you join me now? This life of mine, I let it shine. This life of mine, I let it shine. This life of mine, I let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. You sounded wonderful. So our title, Make It Happen. Perhaps you have been among those that have been sitting around waiting for something to happen. Perhaps for the big bang on your parade. But that is not what the universe rolls for us today. You have to make it happen. I know it seems difficult, but here is a story that might help to get across a message, to get across the principle, and get you started in a simple way. I'm texting from John 5:2-5. Here was a man, crippled, placed in a place called Bethesda. Bethesda means the house of mercy. And so he was placed with hundreds of people in the colonnade next to a temple, the Bethesda temple. And here he was at the pool of Bethesda, because something miraculous happened every year. Here is a legend that every year an angel would come and touch the water, and so the water would, there would be some shaking and some vibration and some frequency in the water. And so people were the first, whoever was the first one to get there. Now, I suppose you have to get there really early. So I can just imagine the dynamics of people perhaps not even going home. I reckon people would be there. There's no toileting. So, people would just, I'm not going to leave my spot because I don't know when, what part of the year, I don't know what part of the month, I don't know what time of the day or night that the angel will come, and I've got to get my breakthrough. And isn't it true for some people? They have heard that, success, breakthrough, healing, deliverance is only going to come from so and so. If so and so is in town, if brother so and so, if Mr. so and so, if that named person is doing that seminar, if that named person is doing that conference, if that named person is doing a healing session, if that named person is going to read my palm and tell me something, then I'm going to wait for that. And this man was in that same situation, that same position, waiting for something external to happen. Do you hear me? Waiting for something external to happen. He was in this condition for 35 years. Now, that's a long time. I don't know how long you have been waiting for your breakthrough. Perhaps it's been a year. Perhaps it's been even 10 years. Perhaps it has been as long as he had. Today, here is a word for you. He was at this place, the temple, called the house of mercy. He was left to the mercy of a superstition. He was left at the mercy of a myth. Is that you today? So many people are sitting out, not in a physical promenade by a pool, but their life is out showing that, because they're living on at the mercy of a myth that because I am this color, because I am this age, because I am this weight, because of my family's history, because of what has happened to me, because of a divorce, because I didn't do it well in school, and the excuses and the myth and the superstition goes on. Do you know what they did to my ancestors? Do you know what they did to my mother? Did you know what my mother did to me? Do you know what my father? Do you know what my friends did? And we can find, anyone can find, and we all have. We have lived those myths, and some of us, thank God, have broken through. But there's a greater breakthrough here today. And this man was there. Why? Because someone else would beat him to it. I don't know, did he get disheartened? Because he was there every day. I presume that every day his dream was getting bigger and bigger, and he could almost taste it. That's what I'm thinking, because that's what I would do. If I knew that that was the place of my miracle, my dreams would be growing bigger and bigger every day. So they're waiting. Most people are waiting for the chills. They're not going to go to that small group of people there. They're waiting for the chills. They're waiting for the 5 years' time when that named person is coming to my town. I'm going to get my breakthrough then, because it's only a convention. It is only, at this conference. It is only by that tape. It is only, when I've lost this weight that I'm going to be attractive enough. It's only when I get sufficient money that I'm going to get my victory, because then I will begin to plan. Then I'll begin to see. No. Waiting for the big chills is not the way. Or wait until someone recognizes me. Most time people, they recognize you all right. They just don't want to tell you. So you could be waiting there for the rest of your life. But let me tell you something. Whatever your backstory is, for non-success so far, or for seeming failure to date, your life is not over. Your life is important. You are important. So I wonder what this guy was expecting. What result do you think he was expecting? Surely it wasn't just to get in the water and get wet. Surely it wasn't just, the angel, touch the water. I'm first in. I'm well. And then maybe I'll come back here and, I'll tell my story here. but I'm gonna reside here. No, I'm sure he had a picture. He had an idea. His dreams was getting bigger and bigger of what he was going to be like. I guess that he saw some things he had been dreaming he might do once he could walk again. Do you get that? I also guess that it was those dreams that he was dreaming every single night and tasting when he woke up every single day. What is it that you are thinking of just before you fall off to sleep? And what is it that you wake up first thing in the morning? What is that appetite for the day? The story says that on this particular day, I believe, I just don't know because it's not written that way. But for the way the story pans out, I believe this guy was saying, like every day, but this day, I said, this day, he was saying to himself, this is my day. His friends, the people who was carrying him, because he was crippled, he couldn't walk. They'd heard it over and over. Oh my gosh, 35 years. They must have taken it in turn because their ears was now just like, okay, okay, okay. We've heard it. Okay. I'm sure, if he's in the back of the car, in those days it wasn't cars, perhaps a donkey, whatever way they got him there, he got there. But I'm sure, I'm absolutely sure that he said, today is going to be my day. He could taste. He could taste his vision. He could taste his breakthrough. He could taste his miracle. And that's what we've got to do. We've got to dream it and we're going to wake up and we've got to taste it. He's saying if I could just jump in for myself. Because he had to wait for somebody to put him in the water, you see. And so by the time sometime he's seen it first. He was the first one to do it. And he would be like, no, come, come, come. And by the time his friend would get around to get him into the water, if you're waiting for somebody to make things happen, to change your circumstance situation, I'm telling you right now, stop it. Just get on with it. Get on with it because it's not about what somebody can do for you. It's what the one that is you, the you that is inside, the greater you, the power is in you. We came here loaded and coded for success. We came here loaded and coded for health. We came here loaded and coded for victory. I don't know what your backstory is today. And so on this particular day, he was ready to take a plunge. There was nobody to put him in. But then the master, Jesus, came along, so the story says. And he brushed aside. You could call it any other name. He brushed aside the superstition. He brushed aside the myth. He brushed aside the excuses. He brushed aside all those things. Because this had been going on for years. This wasn't just started. This was before this guy was born. Something happened there every year. And people was obviously, was it their faith? Was it their mindset? I don't know. But something was happening and people were getting well. People were getting healed. People were getting healed. Their lives were being changed. And so he knew that. He knew that he didn't come and try to touch the water himself. No, he just said to this guy, he was the first in line, waiting. Just the desperate look on his face. He said to the guy, he saw him there. And he just said, take up your bed and walk. The guy was so shocked that somebody said that to him. He'd been waiting to hear this for all his life. Today I am saying to you, whatsoever it is you're waiting for somebody to do for you, do it now. Do something to make it happen. I'm going to give you 5 points that will help you to see your breakthrough now. And so, what did he do? When Jesus the Christ said to him, the master said, take up your bed and walk. Immediately. Well, that's how the story goes. Immediately he took the bed up. Immediately, listen, he didn't need to go get no therapy to get his leg. Oh, let me just get some therapy and get this leg moving. No, immediately. His brain sent that message down into those knees, down into those ankles, and he was walking. It might be a story, but I'm telling you, it's a story that gave me great hope. great hope. On that day, he took his plunge. And today I say to you, you could just jump in for yourself. Don't wait for the troubling of the water. You can decide for yourself. If you don't decide for yourself and stay there waiting for somebody to decide for you, it's going to be a long wait. I'm going to be happy today. That's what you have to say. I'm going to make it happen today. You can let it happen. This is the beginning. You can let it happen. You can let it happen. How? At least you can begin the process, okay? You can begin the process. At least you can begin to see yourself doing, speaking, and living the way you wish it would happen. Some people are just waiting to win the lottery. What is the lottery going to give you now then that you haven't got now? The lottery is going to give me you say a freedom. Okay, what does the freedom look like? I'll be able to travel. Okay. And why do you want to travel? Well, I want to see, maybe the pyramids. Okay, that's great. And why do you want to see the pyramids? And you go through the history. But the most thing that you want to see the pyramid is because of the feeling that you will get. It's about the feeling. Don't let anybody fool you. Everything is about the feeling you get from something. When it's outside, when the joy you're looking for is outside yourself, it is about the feeling. But when it is about the knowing, it's about knowing what you possess right there and then. Oh, if you want to know more and get more teaching on that so your mind could be at a place, then you can click in the comment and say, I want to know more. And I'm going to leave a link today in the description box, and it will give you a link to LU Life University. It will take you to Life University life courses, and you will be able to build your faith up. You can sign in to join that, and takes place the first Saturday of every month. But let's get on with the story today. I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to give you these 5 principles to start. Because let me tell you, your life is important. Your life is important. You are in this life for success, for happiness, and well-being. You've got to decide. You've got to say, I will let it happen. Close your inner eyes on doubts and frustration, and open your inner eyes, the eyes of your heart, to possibility and potential. When I say close your eyes, I'm talking about the brain mind. Close that mind, because that's where the fear and frustration is coming from. The outer eye, what it sees, what it feels outwards. But when you open your inner eye, the eye of your heart, that is able to see beyond what your eye can see. It can see beyond what your outer feelings, can your outer body. It can go. That your heart. In fact, science says there's a mind of the heart. The heart's got its own mind, not just the brain. The heart's got its own mind. You open your heart to possibility and probability. Probably I can make it. Why not? Why is it that most people say, well, I can't do this, instead of, I think I can. I think I can. If you think you can, you will. Here's the 5 point. The first one, very, very quickly. Say what it is you wish to happen. You've got to say what it is you wish to happen. Number 2, say when you wish it to happen. I'm going to throw in a little advice there. Set your when on now. Set the dial on now. Now. Why? Here's a secret. This is a secret. You're getting this for free. Every second is a now. So set your dial on now. You see, 10 years' time is a now. The thing that you think you're waiting on for 10 years, it's now. It's going to be a now. So you might as well jump into a quantum space and pull that into the now with such fervor and such, I will make it happen. I am making it happen. I'm going to make it happen in my mind. I'm going to make it happen in my soul. Okay, if I can't make it happen, you know, that guy was sitting there, and when he heard those words, get up and take up his bed, he was no longer focusing, because the focus before was in the water and the troubling of the water that was out of him. But when he heard that word and saw that there was an internal power inside of him, his brain got the message from his heart, because his soul was troubled. Oh, don't let me tell you about the pool of the soul. There is a pool in your soul that needs to be troubled. And it needs to be troubled with good words, life words. And this is what LU Life Church gives each week. Fresh Thought LifeWords. This is coming straight out of spirit for you today. So, number 2 was, say when you wish it to happen. And when is it supposed to happen? That's right. You're setting the dial to now. Because why? Every second is a now. But here's the second bit of that secret. You've got to set it and believe it. Do you understand? It's no good setting it and then not believing it. The whole idea of keeping it set is the belief. If you say with your mouth or even with your mind, I'm setting it to now, but something triggers and then you change your mind, you're taking your hand off, then it's moved from now, okay? So you've got to believe it. Number 3, that is it. Believe in your setting. So if you set it on now, every second is a now, oh, it changed the trajectory of your thinking. Number 4, leave the happening process to life. Life can handle it, okay? If you don't like to say life, you can say God. Okay. Leave the happening process to life. Leave the happening process. You don't want to say none of those. Just leave the happening process. You do what you need to do. The man needed to get up. Once he said, I'm going to get up. I'm going to make it happen. He got up, and what needed to happen, happened. Oh my God. Oh, oh, that is why I really and truly admire the Master Jesus. You know, you've never read where he once said, you know, I am Jesus, or I am God. However, you have read where he says, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. You read that. This was like verbatim words where he said, I am the life. So I'm speaking about life. I'm talking about life words here today. I'm talking about what the Master said. He said, I'm come. That's what he said to the man that got him so excited. He said, I'm come here today that you might have life, and you're going to have that life so abundant. When the man heard that, and then this man who said, I am life, said, get up and take up your bed. Man, that excited him. Woo! He took up his bed and he walked. So today, the life says to you, be thankful. That is number 5. Final one, be thankful. Why? Because a thankful heart is a healed body. A thankful heart is a healthy body. A thankful heart is a healthy body. I'm going to say it one more time. A thankful heart, say it with me. A thankful heart is a healthy body. A thankful heart is a sound mind. Are you having a problem with your mind? Are you feeling depressed? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling hungry and frustrated? Be thankful. But you see, we cannot be thankful if we don't know what we wish to happen. It starts off with the right mindset, the heart set. When you know what you wish to happen, And when you say when you wish to happen, when you have set that dial on now with all your determination, when you believe in that setting, and when you have left the process up to life, up to God, that means you have let go. Now you can begin to be thankful. Now you can begin to jump in. Now you can begin to leap, because a thankful heart is a sound mind. And lastly, a thankful heart is enough. Is enough. Is enough. That is the quantity. That is the quantity. There is enough. So you will have a sound mind, you will have a healthy body, and you will have enough. So as I come to the close now, if you follow these 5 paths, starting right now, watch your life transform. A lot of people talking about transform. You say, I've been here. You know, we do transform life classes. A lot of time why people say their life is not transformed, because they don't understand. When you're transformed, you can't ever go back to what you were. A transformation means something has been transmuted and something new has taken place. There isn't anything for you to go back to. So this message today comes to transform you or leave you in a stagnant position. Are you going to be transformed today? Are you going to make it happen? If you are engaging any of these short segments, if you've been enjoying them and you wish to learn more, as I said, in a proper online class where you can learn more and build your faith, to have that faith, then you can join us. The Life University course is open. You can sign up in the link that will take you to tell you how you can join up. The classes are Saturdays, first Saturdays of every month, and it will be in the description box below. So the next class is the first Saturday of November. Today I am wishing you all a fabulous day and week ahead. This is your life host, the Reverend Dr. Lady Palmer. This is LU Life Church, your global spiritual community portal where life only gets better.